Hey, seconds per frame here. Today with a randomizer run. Going to pick Imelda and trying to capitalize on her increasing experience gain. Let's go for Inlaid library here. Well, what do I mean by randomizer run? Well, basically, I'm just going to always pick the first option. No skipping, no re-rolling. Let's do it. I guess this could serve as an example to show that power-ups actually are what matters most in this game. Even if you basically have no choice at all after getting offered new items. I would imagine that most of our weapons won't get an evolution, and going by my luck, I'd probably get Pentagram as one of our weapons here. But yeah. Did a little testing beforehand, just to make sure that we are not only getting weapons with option 1. Because the game has a slight tendency to offer you mostly weapons in the first slot, but that's not always the case, so that's good to know at least. Otherwise, would be kind of boring, right? But yeah. Starting off with Wand, of course. Whip, Lightning Ring, and Laurel. Not too shabby. Could be worse though. We probably won't get Duplicator or Attract Orb to make our lives easier, but that is okay as well. Just wanted to see, you know, how much thinking about your options and picking the best ones for your run does actually matter once you're fully upgraded. I won't expect to do much in terms of max DPS, but yeah, our power-ups should carry us through most of the run. Even with unupgraded items, should still be easily possible to win. And who knows, we already picked up Laurel, so if you manage to get Clock Lancet, we even stand a chance against the Reaper at the end for some time. I wouldn't think that we are going to be standing there for minutes on end, but you know, maybe longer than just a couple of seconds, so that would be nice to see, of course. Tiragisu. But the game basically gave us an out. We're up to 2 revives right now, including power-ups, so even if you do manage to fall behind in damage, which I wouldn't expect quite so soon, we're still able to turn the run around just by reviving and trying again. With the maxed armor and HP regeneration, and of course max health as well, we're probably going to need to take quite a lot of hits to actually die. Especially against such low-level monsters. First couple of waves. More Wand is nice to see. Now, as we have started with Wand, we could actually cheat and take Tome, because it's just laying on the map, but I won't. It kind of defeats the purpose of this run, right? So I'm not going to. And it's also not the reason why I picked Imelda. Just wanted to get, I guess, level ups quite soon. Also haven't played her in a while, so basically free to choose whatever. I would imagine that characters like Mortaccio make it a little too easy, because his added projectiles help massively, especially for unupgraded or rather unevolved items. I mean, I could probably go through the game files and add a line or two of code which makes sure that option 1 is always chosen for us no matter what, but basically to simulate my selection without moving the cursor, but I'm quite lazy in that department, you know, especially since I've been coding all day long, as is my job. So doing projects after work is kinda, yeah, needs a lot of motivation. Haven't been doing that in a long while. I would like to, but you know, I'd rather do something more productive with my time. And I know I'm playing a video game right now, but at least it de-stresses me a little and I have some fun while I'm at it, which I probably won't have starting just another project which just ends up scrapped anyway. You know, when I first starting out with programming and learning the ropes, so to say, you know, the basics especially, then it's good to have a small little project where you can apply your knowledge and try stuff out, basically. But yeah, now I'm just at the point where I just want to get my work done and then do something else instead. Also, kinda can't stand JavaScript, so not going to go through the files that much. So, still haven't seen our fifth weapon. Also no items besides Tiragisu, which is fine. I just hope we get lucky and have at least one evolution. Otherwise it's going to take quite some time to kill bosses from now on. But we're quite safe in this run. As I've mentioned in my tier list, which I will repeat here again, is not the traditional tiers from S to D, S being the best or kind of lambda and D being the worst. I kind of made my own categories basically, just to emphasize that it's actually quite hard to, you know, just assign a rank and that's basically it. So I did it like that, where S is basically, you know, way too good items, and D being not the worst, but you know, they just require some effort, or you know, from your part you have to put the work in to make it work properly, like with Pentagram or Birds, which are decent builds on their own, but yeah, especially if you're still struggling with regular runs, then probably want to go for something which has the least amount of downsides. But yeah, where was I? So yeah, Wand keeps us safe, Whip does as well through knockback, both. Lightning Ring will help in the damage department. Oh, Pentachest, nice to see. Gets our damage up there, especially since we don't have much in the item department. Mostly weapons, yeah. And I picked all the weapons, which is good to see. So yeah, Lightning Ring helps out late game, definitely. Laurel also another level of added safety. Not going to pick up Mask. Don't want to screw with the randomness. And yeah, I mean, Knife is okay, I guess. It does help, you know, against those weak enemies like right now, but will fall off if we don't get Bracer and evolve us to 1000 edge. So we picked up Candelabra though, so at least we have X evolution potential, but we only have one weapon slot left. Probably getting either upgrades for weapons which I already have or new items in slot 1. But it will fill up eventually. So far we are not unlucky. Pentagram would definitely be kind of sucky. Yeah, there goes our duplicator. But I'm not dreading any option basically. Especially now would be the time to, you know, be happy about getting Ironheart for a whip. Probably not evolving Thunderloop though. Clocklands, there we go. Dodge the bullet with Pentagram, I guess. But yeah, playing like this would... oops. No reroll. There we go. Kinda slipped there, sorry. Would be kinda better to, you know, have the options picked for you. Because there's the potential for, you know, misclicking. Which I don't intend to, but, you know. It can seem that way, right? Like, oh, you did randomizing and then you picked anyway, you know. That's not my intention here. But yeah, anyways, things like that would be negated through auto picking. I hope they provide a decent method for easily modding the game. Then I might consider doing it, or, you know, maybe they build it in themselves as a game mode, or, you know, someone does the work for me, which would be preferable. Going to go some more to the right here, just to not accidentally pick up Mast while not thinking about what I'm doing. Which is bound to happen. As I always forget about the level, or rather minute 25 boss. I should pick a name for that and not always mention the minute 25 boss, but I guess it's just the map boss, end boss. But I don't want to think, or rather I don't want people to think that I'm talking about the Reaper at the end. Which of course behaves differently, so don't want to spread misinformation on purpose. If I can avoid it, at least it's bound to happen. I was mistaken a couple of times with the information I've given out, but nothing major, and I do my best to correct that. Yeah, doesn't look like we're lacking in the damage department, at least. Now that Knives is going up their levels, that'll also help. I guess the game just wanted us to get our AoE up there. There you go. Thinking about which character might actually work the best for runs like these. Oh, we actually managed to pick up Bracer, nice. Well, there's our first evolution, at least. And I don't mean in terms of, you know, who would be the most powerful in a run like this, or who would negate the randomness the best, but rather, you know, what would be the most fun option. You know, I don't want to play something basic like, I don't know, Antonio, right? Because no matter what you get, the added damage definitely helps out a lot. That's why I find him one of the best starting characters. Whip for me was kind of weird the first couple of rounds I played this game, but after a while it grew on me. And I probably should do the same for you, because yeah, it's a solid weapon. I found it kind of weak at the beginning, but that was probably just because I didn't know what I was doing. Let's just kill the boss right now. Oh, just dropped some experience, but it's at least something. Oh, they could also add a mode where you basically won't get any items through level ups, but rather through pickups or chests, maybe. Not every level, but you know, maybe just a fully upgraded weapon or something like that. Not necessarily evolve, but just a level 8 weapon. Would be nice to see something like that. And yeah, as I've mentioned in the past, there you go, our first evolution. And I've seen it more and more now on social media as well. People really like the idea of a character randomizer. Just, you know, give us the option. Because there's more and more of us which have basically achieved everything there is currently to achieve. And as always, oh, we got empty turn. Oh, another evolution. Yeah, I'm not going to include killing the rebars for right now, as I find it too glitchy for my taste, but whatever floats your boat, right? Yeah, anyway, just, you know, just give me a character randomized option, just so I don't have to think about it. Should make runs quite more interesting, and you get to play more different characters, which if you're always choosing, you're probably not going to pick characters which you don't like as much, and maybe you should, because sometimes there's things to find out about that, right? Maybe you were wrong about a certain mechanic, or turns out better than you had expected. Something like that. Maybe make it even so... next evolution. Maybe make it even so that, I don't know, you get a little bonus experience if you pick randomly or something like that, as some games do, right? But on the other hand, there are no truly bad characters, so it's not like you'd screw yourself. Oh, now it's pushing armor, eh? Well, that's a totally useless upgrade for us, but well, we have 2 rapid fire weapons, but that should do the trick. Imagine for our last update we'd probably get something like Crown or something. Totally wasted, but well, shouldn't have any problems after this. Still would like to see an evolution for one of our last 2 items, so either Duplicator or Iron Heart would be quite nice. Yeah, there you can see how 1000 Edge just melts dudes, you know. A knife on its own, it's not that great, at least not later in the run, but those enemies are actually quite tanky, and if I just, you know, keep aiming in that direction, I always have a clear path to my goal. Won't have to worry about as much about getting surrounded. Oh well, our last item is going to be Spellbinder, which is nice, of course, as it helps our projectiles stay for longer. Those that are timed at least, but yeah, no more evolutions first, but that's okay as well. Basically feels like, yeah, my first couple of runs or so before I learned about evolutions, you know. I just got any random evolution and I didn't even know where they came from. I just thought, you know, it happened randomly. Didn't know that you had to level weapon to max, which I figured out after some time. But then I still had to learn about, you know, there's certain item combinations, so I wasn't quite sure. felt kind of random to me, but you're bound to get in the one or another evolution after a couple of games just by pure chance, you know. It's always fun to see, you know, when people asking for advice about this game, you know, they're trying to win for the first time. I always tell them the same, you know, just get an evolution or two and you should be good to go. Like in this run. Yeah? I mean, I obviously have max power-ups, but that's beside the point. Even without it, you should be good at this point. Especially if you know what kind of enemies spawn and how to deal with them. Could still die at any time if I'm not paying attention. Oh, we're maxed already? Right. Well, that would explain the only option we got the last couple of level ups. Derp. Yeah, but that's Imelda for you, you know? With our power-ups and her passive, we're already up to, what, 45% more experience, so yeah. Maxed out already. What can happen to still end this run? Well, yeah, like I said before, the map boss basically, and that's about it. The Reapers are guaranteed to kill us, so wouldn't count them. Other than that, yeah, even just walking around like I'm currently doing, it's nothing can stand in our way. That's the power of 1000 Edge. Especially coupled with Holy Wand. Keeps enemies close to us away. I was playing around with my recording settings again, just to see if different resolutions, bit rates and different codecs make a difference, and qualitatively of course they do, right? But the biggest problem I have right now, I have to strike a balance between not melting my CPU so I can still run the game and others, and also, you know, it has to be at least somewhat presentable, otherwise, you know, it's just going to hurt your eyes watching. But the third problem I have is file size, not because of my disk space, that is a non-issue, you know, disk space is cheap, and I can always delete my files after recording, because, you know, as creator of this video, I can always download them directly from YouTube, which is a nice feature. But yeah, my upload is not playing along with that. The file size is too large, you know, it would take me the whole day, if not more, to just, you know, get the files out there, which is a problem. Usually in the evenings my upload rate goes up a little, but yeah, I'm not getting close to what I'm paying for, which kind of sucks. But don't know what to do about that for right now. And yeah, throughout the day it's even worse than that. So yeah, that's where basically I am. Otherwise I probably could bump it up to 1080p. With a higher bitrate, but also can't put it too high, otherwise my recording can't keep up, and you know, there's a whole lot of frames skipped, which would also look terrible. I'd rather have the smoothest experience, you know, at least it should be on the same level as I'm seeing right now in terms of smoothness. Which, if you've been wondering, you know, but then how come your video is still dropping frames and all that? That's not because of the recording, that's simply because that's how it is for me in the game, you know. It's not running as smooth as I would like, especially the further the game progresses and the more projectiles there are and enemies on the screen, obviously. And I've mentioned it probably 100 times by now, but yeah, I'm still waiting on the devs to... Triple gold. I'm still waiting on the devs to release this game in a proper engine, so I can move away from this web stuff, which doesn't run all that great, does it? And it's not even a problem on my end, just or for people with low-end machines like I am. Or I have, rather. But I've also seen posts with, you know, they have high-end GPUs, you know, more than enough RAM and also a decent CPU, and they still run the same issues. It's just, you know, it's not designed to run that well, you know. I don't know how the game is coded, if there could be, you know, performance increases just by, you know, changing the code itself to make it more performant, but oh well, I don't believe there's much you can do. I hope they get that sorted out quite soon though. Though they're probably going to release the third map before that, which is what they said basically for the next update. Oh, now we will see if we're still survivable. That's what I was talking about earlier, you know, if the right kind of enemies going to surround you. But 1000 Edge at least keeps a path clear somewhat, and Holy One keeps it safe from enemies getting too close. Whip is doing the rest basically, and of course Lightning Ring, you know, striking wherever. But yeah, if I had something like a Spiral or Unholy Vespers or something, or even just King's Spiral would help greatly here to keep them off my backs basically. Center Water or Labora also would do the same, as would Lightning Ring upgrade to Thunderloop. Oh no. But what I'm mostly worried about is not that they're getting close, they can't reach me, but our little boss over there, well, I have a problem moving around when I'm trying to dodge him, which is the actual problem. As you can see, they still can't touch me, and even if they do, I get lowered up, but I don't want to get into a situation like that where I get stuck either on the terrain or on other enemies and he just pushes into me, because he does the most amount of damage out of all mobs on the map currently. But I mean, even if he does hit us, we have armor, right? So, yay. Maybe I just wanted to test out and run into him, but then he died already, so... Well, I guess I worried for nothing, but let's melt this boss here. That's what 1000 Edge really shines at. Melting bosses. I'd like to have something like spinach though, just to do more damage, but well, the luck of the draw, right? I guess I'm going to do some more runs like these until new content comes out, or it probably it's the case that before I get to record another video, the patch already dropped, so I have stuff to talk about there and to unlock for myself, of course. But as it stands right now, if that doesn't happen anytime soon, like say from tomorrow or something, if I have the time, then yeah, I'm going to randomize again. It's actually quite fun to not be in control, just philosophizing about what you're gonna get and what you may be gonna get. There's merit in that, I believe. Let Jesus take the wheel for some time. Come on, get her out of there. I want to have my little place of safety. Not afraid of regular mobs, but bosses, yeah, if I overlook them, they easily can and will crush me. Still would like to have an auto pick the gold back feature, definitely. Especially at the end, you know, it's just more annoying than anything else. It was less annoying when I still needed the gold, but yeah, right now it's just... I don't care for it. Let's move out of the Circle of Doom over there and move somewhere a little safer at least. Well, there's another boss, so let's aim in her direction. God damn it. Now I'm going to get out of here. It's just I'm lacking the damage. Maybe I'll just stay here where I'm safe. Enemies only can mostly at least come from one direction. The rest is going to be slapped around by whip. My damage is kind of atrocious. I'm lacking the big AoEs. Still got some revives going on though. Also Laurel again. I should get out of here if I can. That's a little too close for my liking. God damn it. That's what I didn't want to happen. I picked chicken on reflex, but yeah, I would have died there anyway. Let's take our iframes and get out of here. Ah, damn it. Whew, I guess armor does come in handy. God damn it. We're going to get terrorized by exploding rays. Can we do it? We still get one revive left. God, please. It will get us some iframes going, so we should be able to manage here. Also, Laurel has kicked back in. Let's move though. Just yeah, okay, we managed. Damn, we're lacking so much damage. It's so low. I guess we're doing fine against him, huh? Just because of Lancet. We won't kill him though. Especially this character is really bad against him, because you probably have more levels than you should because of your passive. Yeah. It's not that nice. Oh, come on. Just kill me already, please. You can do it. Or can he? Probably not. Oh man. That's actually the first time I wanted him to kill me quickly, but well, we can't really aim clock Lancet, right? He always has to get through our Laurel areas, so there's a second one. Maybe he can do the job. Really now? Yeah, there's no way we're going to kill them. Way too much HP involved. But it's quite funny that they just can't manage to get through our defenses. Well. Anytime I try to stay alive, you know, I have problems, but now that I don't, you know, please. Well, just another 6 or 7 hours or so and we may be actually able to kill them. At least that's what I read the mass was basically turning out to. A third one spawned, that never happened to me, but now I'm dead, yeah. Can't stun them all. Well, that's it for today, guys. I had fun, hope you did too. If you did, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I see you around next time. Bye bye.